Okay, let's go a little bit deeper about the scaling. There are several topics we can discuss. The first one we can discuss about what's so-called stateful and stateless architecture. So basically, stateful architecture is you bandit the data and server together. Then it's hard to independent scale up or scale down. So for example, in here, if a request from one server, one customer 1 always send to service 1, customer 2 always send to server 2, then that means it's stateful architecture. That means the data, the user data and the server is bounded together. But what we want is like we want stateless architecture. We don't want send to specific server each time, because probably this one will be down in the future, and then the customer 1 cannot get the response because server 1 is down. So what is the correct way to do that? Let me change a color. So currently this architecture is actually kind of stateless architecture. That means the customer 1, the request can maybe go there, can also maybe go there. So even if server 1 is down, we can still get a response from server N. So that means stateless. We don't contain the status in a specific server. So that's the topic 1. Stateless. Second, let's talk about the data center. In some scenario, in this case we only have one data center, but in some scenario we probably want to put some server in data center 1, some center in data center 2, and they should be in different physical location for that. Because for example, if extreme some things happen, some earthquake happens, let's say Europe, so the data center in Europe is down, but we can still have the data center in maybe South America, so the customer can still get the available servers. That is data center. Also, we have another topic, which is message queue. That's a very useful technology to decouple things, because it's kind of asynchronous communication. It's a synchronous communication, not kind of. So you can send some message to a message queue, and a consumer or multiple consumers can subscribe this topic and consume this message. And so the difference between asynchronous and synchronous is asynchronous is more like we send the message to each other, and synchronous, the communication is more like we have a phone call or video chat with someone. It means you occupied between each other. And third, the first one, we need also monitoring our system. Like we need some log, we need set some monitoring like use Prometheus, set some alerts, or maybe use Grafana to monitoring the occupation of your CPU, your memory, your disk, etc., etc. Yeah. And the fifth additional topic is we will talk about the database scaling. The database scaling. So there can two ways. One is vertical scaling. You just increase the CPU memory disk of your database servers. But also you can, like in here, we can have horizontal scaling to have multiple database servers. But for multiple database servers, sometimes you need sharding the data. For example, the old user ID like 135 into database 1 and 20246 the even user's request sent to the another database server. Yeah, that's it. That is the basic topic that covers the distributed system scaling your service.